Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the Run Your Day podcast. My name is Dan Hafner. Appreciate you listening to the show today. This is the start of a new theme of the week. This week's theme is overcoming fear. Overcoming fear is going to be the overarching theme of the week that we're going to talk about here. Inside of this, we're going to have several shows, including a sneak peek of embracing fear and doubt, doing what you have to do, doing what scares you, and a couple other ones. So be sure to tune in for those. They're going to be great. Today's topic is this: embracing fear and doubt. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so the first episode here inside of the theme, overcoming fear, embracing fear and doubt. These two concepts are essentially married up together, right? Fear is one thing, doubt is an entirely different thing, but also basically the same. You know, fear is fabricated in your head. It's not real. Like, let's put that out there right now. Fear is such a powerful motivator in all of our lives, in almost every action that we take, in every undertaking we have, whether it's big or small. Fear is a motivator. It has big ramifications and it has small ramifications. You know, fear has led to the growth and demise of entire empires throughout history. Fear has led to why you work where you work. Fear has led to why you live where you live, led to who you're with in your relationship. You know, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, fear plays a huge part in all of our lives. And we don't even see it sometimes. Doubt, on the other hand, is uncertainty about the unknown. Uncertainty about the unknown. Now, I want to talk a little bit about fear first, and then we'll get into doubt. So fear is something that, like I said before, is completely fabricated. Our minds often play tricks on us, if not all the time, right? When you are going to do something or you are anticipating something happening, fear can always creep into your head. Whether you are doing a fitness endeavor that you've never done before, or you're starting a new job, or you're going on a first date with someone new. You know, fear is so powerful that your mind you start to have these thoughts of, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? That what if is death. The what if statement is death that will kill you. You can't think in those terms. You cannot think what if. You just do. You cannot think in those terms. It is paralyzing. The analysis by paralysis by analysis is going to stifle any progress that you attempt to make or any leaps of faith that you're going to take. It's just going to. Until you can get over that fear of the unknown, that fear that is holding you back, you will not progress forward. I know this inside of my own life. Doing this podcast was a huge obstacle for me in terms of fear. I had no idea what I was getting into. I've never done anything like this before in my life. It's that fear of the unknown. I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't know what to do or how to do it. I just did it. I got over that fear. Now, doubt, on the other hand, the uncertainty of the unknown is also applicable in this. You know, doing this podcast for me, I had no idea if anyone would listen. I had no idea how to promote it. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, how I was going to keep coming up with things to talk about, and how I was going to actually produce this show and get everything done that I wanted to get done, and have the show that I wanted to have. Doubt is something that is also fabricated. It's that lack of clarity that we have in our abilities, our capabilities, and thinking, okay, I can't do this. Why can't you do this? Is there a reason? Is the reason why you think you can't do something based on any fact? Is the reason that you can't move forward with what you want to accomplish based on any evidence at all? If it's not true. It's a false statement you're telling yourself. It's a false story. So doubt is just as powerful as fear. If not just below, it's almost just as powerful as fear in terms of keeping you from getting the shit that you want to get in your life. Doubt is a killer. It's a crusher of motivation. I've been there. I've doubted myself for so many years. I've doubted what I can do. I've sold myself short because of that doubt. I'm done doing that. I am done. I'm through. I will never doubt myself again because I've learned how to harness that doubt. To harness that. Is this really what I'm telling myself? Is this true? No. Well, how can it be better? What can I do to make it true? And kind of going along with this, the one thing you can do that will crush both your fear and your doubt simultaneously is taking action. That's it. That's what will crush it all. Taking action. It goes back to this analysis or paralysis. I keep saying that wrong. Paralysis by analysis. You get this fear and doubt in your head because you're not taking enough action. You're not doing what you need to do. You're thinking about it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just leap, jump, go. Do whatever you're doing. Figure it out on the way down. I saw a great speech on a video somebody sent me that it was a show about, it was after one of the Family Feud episodes, and Steve Harvey talked about how successful people have leapt at some point in their life. You jump out of an airplane, your chute is not going to open right away. It's just not. You're going to free fall for a little while. But you pull that cord, and as long as you did your job right, or the person that did it, that packed the chute did their job right, that chute's going to open. It is going to open. You just have to have that faith that it's going to open, and you have to take that action and leap and go, because that is the only thing holding you back. You have to remove the element of time from your goals. You have to remove, I'll do this tomorrow. I want to do this. Yeah, I didn't get to it today. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, I didn't get to it tomorrow, so I'll do it next week when time is better. Do it now. Do it now. Don't wait. If you have something you need to do, do it. Do it right away. You're not going to get to a point where it's going to be the perfect time ever to do something. It is not the perfect time for me to be doing this podcast, but I'm doing it because I needed to take action, and I'm taking massive action because I want to move forward. I want to push forward. I refuse to sit still. I refuse to accept the status quo in my life anymore. I am taking action because I'm sick of sitting around. I'm sick of doing nothing, of going nowhere. You have to take action. It will squash your fear and your doubt simultaneously. And the last thing I want to talk about today is, inside of this topic of embracing fear and doubt, sometimes overcoming yourself is the biggest victory of all. I don't care if your goals are big or if they're small, or if the shit you want to achieve is big or small, if you want to, climb Mount Everest, or you want to be an astronaut and walk on the moon, or if you want to just, tell your spouse that you love them every day. Whatever your goal is, sometimes overcoming your own mind, your own objections, your own fear of failure and the fear of success is just as powerful. Overcoming you can sometimes be the biggest victory of all. You must win the war within in order to fight the external battles. You must win the war within to win the external battles. You have to win the war between your temples. That's what, they've always, I forget who said the quote, but, golf, a game that is very, very mental. Golf is played in the 6 inches between your ears. It's all in your head. You must have clarity. You must have focus. You must have purpose. There is no room for fear and for doubt when you are doing big things, when you are going for it. There's no room for it, or you will fail. You cannot hesitate. You cannot stop and think about your fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is taking action in spite of it. So think about this today. This is my challenge to you today, the daily challenge here. Think about how you can embrace fear and doubt. Lean into that fear. Be uncomfortable with it. Sit with it. Sit with that doubt in your head. What are you doubting in yourself? What are you doubting that you can do, that you can overcome? What do you fear? What are your fears? Whether they're big or small, or even just one fear. What is one fear in your life that you can conquer today, that you can overcome, that you've been putting off, that you've been putting in the back of your mind, saying, oh, I'll just put that off, I'll put that off, I'll put that off. Step it up and just conquer it. Conquer it today. There's no other time. There's no other time. If you don't do it today, you're never going to do it. So think about that. Meditate on it. Think about it. Apply it. Think about how can you lean into that fear? Where across your world can you lean into that fear? Overcome that doubt and make your reality better. Make your day better. Make your future a better place for you, not only mentally, but in your physical reality. So that is my challenge for you. And that is going to be all for the show today. Thank you very much for joining again. This has been another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. My name is Dan Hafner. I really appreciate you listening, and we will hit you back with another episode tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.